Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to day 7 of the 2021 Allam British Open, the men's and women's finals day today here on this Sunday. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's get the players out onto court. We're going to start with the women's half of the draw and the women's final, and both players ready and raring to go. So please take your seats and remember not to move around during points, but you're okay to move at the end of each game. First up then, a player who has 274 PSA appearances, 10 PSA titles, and beat Hania El Hammamy by 3 games to love in her semi-final match. She's the winner of the SA World Tour Finals 2021, and it's her 7th British Open. She is the defending champion from 2019, the Terminator from Egypt, Nouran Gohar. Nouran Gohar, the world number 2, up against the world number 1 today with 350 PSA appearances, 25 PSA titles, and beat Amanda Sobey by 3 games to 1 in her semi-final. She was the winner of the PSA World Championships in Chicago in July 2021, a 9th British Open, and a 2-time winner here at the British Open in 2016 and 2018. Also from Egypt, flying the flag, it's the warrior princess, Nour El Sherbini. So an all-Egyptian women's final with Alexandria taking on Cairo, Sherbini versus Gohar, and these two last met at the PSA World Championship Finals in July 2021. El Sherbini winning that battle by 3 games to 1, a 53-minute match. Let's see what today has in store. Your match referee for this one is Jason Foster, your video referee, John Massarella.
Great to have the ladies there on court, safe and sound. Nouran Gohar, familiar territory for her, being the defending champion of this event, winning it back in 2019. She's playing her 275th match in this massive final for her, clocking up 10 World Tour titles. It's been a tremendous last phase of the season. But the Terminator, she's the Terminator on the squash court, but she's got a lovely, light-hearted, relaxed sense of humour off the court. We caught up with her earlier today when she came into the centre.
Nouran, congratulations through to the final yet again. You're the defending champion. Now, how do you ensure you keep your hands on the British Open trophy?
I'm just gonna try to do my best in this match. It's a tough one for sure, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'm just happy to win it last year, and I'm happy to be in the final tonight.
Nour got the better of you last time you met at the final of the World Championships in July. What lessons did you learn from that defeat that you can bring into today's match?
Maybe if I win today, I'm gonna tell you the lessons after the match.
But nothing from the last World Championships?
Oh, definitely. I learned some stuff, but I'm not gonna say it out loud now.
Okay. Well, hopefully we have this conversation later on today and you can tell me the secrets.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, Michael working hard to get a bit of info out of the Terminator, not till after. Nour El Sherbini, I mean, she will have to gravitate to the Warrior Queen at some point, but she seems to not get any older. 25 titles out of 42 finals. But the most important situation for me is that win rate that just keeps gradually going up. 350 matches, she's played 100 more matches than her counterpart, and she's 2 years older. But the Warrior Princess was also in the venue earlier today. Let's hear what she had to say to Michael.
Nour, congratulations for making it through to the final, a 2-time winner here at the British Open. And how much would it mean to you to win the British Open title for a 3rd time?
Yeah, definitely it means a lot to me. The British Open is a tournament that every player would love to win it. So yeah, looking forward to today's match, and hopefully it goes my way.
And how do you rate Nouran Gohar as an opponent, and where do you see her strengths?
Well, definitely she is fit, strong, and on form this season, and we played almost in every platinum event, and definitely she has a lot of things. She's very good, but I'm gonna do my best, and hopefully it's gonna be good.
Good luck in today's final.
Thank you.
There we have it, 13 in favour of Sherbini. But Nouran Gohar is the type of character that will throw that out the window, and she's on a hunt for that world #1 spot, and also scalping Nour El Sherbini. 41 minutes average match time. Let's hope we surpass that average match time. Joining me in the comms box, we've got Lee Drew for this women's final. I mean, I am literally on the edge of my seat. It's with both the finals here today, Lee. It's, you know, a lot of these tournaments you see some titanic semi-finals, obviously quarter-finals. The players coming into the finals quite tired. Take away the possibility of the niggle from Nour El Sherbini, which she does have, but I think we're going to have a belter of a match between these two. I really do.
I think so as well, and I think Gohar was alluding to it in the interview, the fact that she has learnt lessons from the World Championships. We've seen her, she's in prime physical condition here, the Terminator, but equally, you can see the subtleties starting to creep into a game. The backhand, particularly, is looking tidier with more threat, more options, and more quality on top of that ferocious hitting that she already has. So she's definitely looking at the levels being set by Nour El Sherbini, which is out of this stratosphere. And she's making changes and adapting to close the gap. And that is exactly what she's doing, and she's getting it right. And that's why she's starting to bridge the gap and move away from some of the other players. And you've got these two players making a move at the top of the tree, and it's for the rest of the World Tour to then make those changes and adapt and try and catch them up again.
I just see a bit of K-tape there on the Achilles stroke calf area.
Allam British Open 2021. Women's final match. Nour El Sherbini of Egypt to serve. Nouran Gohar of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
So here we have it, the Women's British Open final, supported by the Allam family, live from Hull University.
One love.
I'm expecting a strong start from Sherbini, and Gohar's just going to have to dig down deep and just weather the initial storm and see if she can make it as physical as possible. And as soon as there's a slight drop-off, I expect Gohar to make that push.
Down.
No, I made the point, obviously.
2 love.
Just said obviously again. Rob Martin coming into the fray at this last stage, you know, the last couple of weeks. Omar Abdelaziz, the mainstay coach, who's done all those days and days and days and years and years and years in tournaments with Gohar. He flew in at the last moment to be there supporting in the crowd at the World Championships in Chicago, but I mean, she came in to hit the way she hits the ball anyway, but I mean, if Rob Martin's able to do it a little bit with her, I mean, I don't know, she'll probably be the best ball striker the world's ever known if you carry on like this. Look at that, though, but that's that movement. Look at the movement. She's going round with a leg in a plaster cast. It's unbelievable movement. Do you think she's not...
What are you going to say?
No, it's just, I just can't believe the way she's stretching out.
It's her ability and awareness on a squash court as well. I mean, I honestly think it's second to none. Shot selection.
Down.
The way she plays it. It's always the shot that hurts the opponent the most, and the ball is always moving away from the opponent.
It's technically, she's unbelievable. I mean, both of them. I mean, they hit the ball. These are 2 examples of playing the game in 2 different ways. It's an amazing contrast in that way. But when Nour El Sherbini wants to let rip with the power, she's got as much power as any player when she needs it.
So clinical as well, Sherbini.
Down. And out, 2-4.
That's why when both players are on song and both fit, it's the perfect matchup.
Oh, it's pretty close.
God, it's a good rally. Tough rally.
Yes, let.
Interesting. That's...
Right side, 2-4.
She was slightly stranded there, Sherbini.
Yeah, oh, you thought...
I thought she's in a lot of trouble, but she just got stuck as Gohar hits. Watch when Gohar hits, watch the movement initially, and that's what results in that being a left ball.
I mean, I was thinking a little bit the other way. I was quite fortunate for Gohar, it wasn't a stroke.
Stroke to Sherbini. Hand out.
Well, it's not like they've eased into this.
No, there's no easing into this.
Hammer and tong from the word go.
I have to say, this is a better start from Gohar. I know she's 5-2 down, but compared to, say, the World Championship final, this is a better start for her. And, of course, we remember that in that World Championship final, by the fourth game, she was so close to taking it into 5, and she just grasped that initiative.
Hand out, 3-5. Down. Hand out, 6-3.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
It's just an absolute
Hand out,
barrage.
4-6.
A barrage. Look at this with tremendous severity.
Yes, let. Just needed to clear better. 4-6. Stroke to Gohar.
Yeah, it's well played.
5-6.
Very well played. Just taking the pace off it, working it into the side. Well, a bit of a variation from the power hitting.
There's the skill of Sherbini. She dropped her shoulders, though she's going in short here. Cuts the ball long.
7-5.
Oh, it's so slick. Such a simple but deadly hold. Technique is the shorter swing. Gohar again, the contrast in swings. Gohar likes a full swing,
Because
hitting down on the ball.
No, the line was through you there. No. 7-5. Hand out, 6-7.
Well, Gohar definitely pressing here. mid-stages of this first game.
Down.
There's a big error
Hand
there.
out.
Need to force it like that.
8-6.
We're getting into the business end now. Going in with a 2-point deficit for Gohar. It's a dangerous time.
Stroke to Gohar. You've stood on the ball there. Hand out, 7-8.
You can tell when Jason Foster is going to give a stroke because he takes a deep breath.
Down.
Well, we've seen a couple of errors
8-all.
from Sherbini on very good positions.
Down.
Third error on the volley in this last phase.
She was slightly rushed
Full
there
service,
on that
please.
shot as well.
I mean, it's obviously the hitting that's been going on is consistently so much harder than what she's experienced in this tournament so far.
Yeah, it unsettles you slightly. It rushes even Nour El Sherbini.
It certainly unsettles you. It forces you further and further back in the court.
Thank you. Nine, 8.
Well, what an important time to get into the lead in a game.
10 minutes, it seems like it's been a lot longer. There's been a lot of action.
Stroke to Gohar.
Slightly heavy shots from Sherbini as well. I've noticed that a
10-8.
little bit earlier with the
Game ball.
drops.
Two game balls for Gohar. Oh my word, that was
Hand out.
quite wonderful.
9-10. Game ball.
It was a beautiful shot. The angle was there, nice and relaxed on that ball.
Well, that's why Gohar was livid with herself. As soon as she knew she'd given that angle up.
There's the hold, but didn't quite get it through. That's a brilliant shot. Look at that for reaction.
Gohar lead. 1 game to love.
That was an amazing reaction from Gohar. Brilliant boast, working it into that front right-hand corner. And that says it all. This will wait till you see the celebration hit. So Nouran Gohar takes the first game in this women's final. 12 minutes in duration. She leads by 1 game to love. Well, that was very impressive from Nouran Gohar. It's the warmest day that we've had all week here in Hull.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more difficult for Sherbini because it really does suit Nouran Gohar, the power hitter, the powerful player. This ball will be pinging around a little bit more. What I would say is that was a really impressive first game from both players. Nour El Sherbini starting it off absolutely perfectly. Got herself into a 5-2 lead, but she had to work hard for that 5-2 lead. So the signs were there that Gohar was feeling good and she was going to come at her, and she just started to reel her in and then saw how strongly she finished at the back end of that game. Really was mightily impressive.
She's determined to be the first on court as well. She's just like racing her there, Gohar.
Like a Formula One car coming out the pits.
15 seconds.
Wanted to get that ball warm.
Gohar leads 1 game to love.
Well, Nouran Gohar looking beyond determined, playing superbly well, kicking off this second game. We did see a few errors and a few strokes against for Sherbini to help
Yes,
that
Lex.
Gohar first game win.
Because there was, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied there was sufficient interference.
Well, Gohar just saying that
Level.
Sherbini went the wrong way slightly, but I think the referee will have felt that Sherbini, although she went the wrong way, there was enough interference to then recover and go and fetch the ball, and that's why a let ball was given. We just saw, didn't
Yes,
you,
Lex.
that there was a couple
Level.
of times where the ball was coming through at such pace and it's got so much life in it because of the heat and the ferocity that Gohar hits the ball at. The Sherbini's drop shots were just slightly heavier than normal. They were coming back a little bit further, sitting up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it is the warmest day that we've had in Hull since the British Open's been on, and the amount of sweating that these ladies are doing as well. I mean, the intensity, obviously, the tempo's high. It's furious and ferocious.
Hand out.
Well, talking about
1
furious
love.
and ferocious. Check this drive out, this kill from Sherbini.
Yeah, but it's from a short swing. It's so hard to read. I mean, there's hardly any take back at all. It's all about the speed through the ball in that short area before impact and on
Hand
impact.
out. 1-1.
Yeah, it's all through the racket head.
She read it. It's well played from Gohar. I mean,
Perfect.
and then when Sherbini wants to show her power levels, I mean, she hit the ball as hard as Gohar. I wish we had a miles per hour gauge on what's going on with the amount of hitting that they're doing, because you can hear the noise of it.
With your feet, or is it quite a lot? Okay, can't see.
There's a different noise,
Yes,
isn't
if
there,
court
Yes.
on the
please.
front wall.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely powering it around. And like you say, it was Sherbini opting to match
Thank you.
Gohar there.
2-1. Yes, lad. It was the fact that you were so
Close.
deep there. So, yeah, the decision is yes, lad.
I'm surprised Sherbini didn't actually question that ball. She must have thought it was good, but she had quite clear sight of it. Just looked like it went up to the front wall slightly awkwardly. She's all over that hold and cross court. Gohar's reading that shot so well.
Oh, what a rally. Unbelievable rally. Oh,
That's relentless.
Goodness me.
Hand out. 2-all.
Something else, that rally. Such high quality.
Gohar's seriously on it here.
No let.
Yeah, she went the wrong way, I think.
The ball was
There's
to
a
the left
line
side.
to the left
Went
of
on the wrong
Sherbini.
line. Hand out. 3-2.
Do you think Sherbini can withstand this constant barrage, the intensity of this?
Well, that's always the big question, because I mean, like I said, there is that plan A, which was, you know, the Jahangir Khan plan A.
Hand out.
You didn't need a plan B. Just,
3-all.
if anyone is going to be able to work around it, it's Nour El Sherbini. I mean, that wasn't bad.
Just waiting for that slight physical drop-off from Sherbini, because there won't be a drop-off from Gohar, not in terms of the intensity.
Oh my word! It is such good. It's so good. It's such
Hand
a good,
out. 4-3.
such a terrific final. It's unbelievable.
Well, we talk a lot about the backhand of Sherbini, but she's shown in the last couple of matches just how lethal that forehand is as well, with the shot-making ability.
Down. Hand out. 4-all.
Gohar's done a very, a terrific job with the scoreline as well. She's not let Sherbini get away. I mean, Sherbini's amazing at coming back, but she's a tremendous front runner, and we saw that in her semi-final against Amanda Sobey. You know, the rallies are so much longer and they're more physical. Gohar's obviously moving tremendously well and putting that bit of extra pressure on. Lots of pressure. Just noticed as well that the tee position of
Stroke to
Gohar is
Gohar.
very high.
You in a swing there.
I actually felt like the ball was closer to Gohar than it was Sherbini there.
5-4.
If you watch where the ball is, it's very close to the Gohar leg rather than Sherbini.
Yeah, well, those situations you do see it, and then you think, well, how can they actually properly play a shot? It's like they've caught themselves slightly unawares by the bad shot.
Yeah,
Down.
I'd be thinking let ball there.
Hand out. 5-all.
Well, we're locked in at 5-all. There it is.
Down.
Oh, she wasn't far away on that one. I thought she might have
Hand
gone
out.
for the...
6-5.
She might have elected to go for the straight backhand volley drop. Both of them are serving really well, aren't they?
Well,
Well
again,
read. Yeah, she read it.
yeah, she needs to go straight, because the straight is actually working better than hold and cross court.
7-5.
Well, I think she needs to slightly contain Gohar on that side. She works so brilliantly close to the sidewall on either flank, but the backhand side from Sherbini, a bit more straight work. She's going to attack that area.
Yes, let's.
You know, to lay that ball
Affected.
cross court and Gohar's off and she's reading it, she's
7-5.
flying in there. The forehand is either going to be wallop cross-court really hard, or she's got the straight drop option or the straight drive, and that puts a lot of pressure on Sherbini. So I think she needs to just work through on that left-hand wall a bit more going short.
You can see she's off for the cross-court again, and the fact that Sherbini's been using the hold and cross-court, it does open up that straight line, that straight work a lot more. Because your opponent is clearly starting to hedge their bets for the cross-court.
Down.
Oh, that's a big miss. That is a big miss. She was really looking
Hand out,
just to see where her
8,
opponent
6.
was. Sometimes that can knock you off kilter. She had a bit of a look there, and that's can be the difference between getting it up and making the error.
It's 2 errors where Sherbini has actually been in control of the rallies. It could be huge. It could be the difference of winning and losing this game.
No let. Player review, Gohar.
Interesting decision that by Jason Foster, because again the hold was causing the problem for Gohar. She was flapping around a bit with her preparation. She wasn't sure. She was off for the cross. She split because she thought it was going to go cross-court nick initially.
She gets the racket stuck on Sherbini.
I know, but of movement, she's split to go.
Interesting.
No let decision upheld. Gohar has no reviews remaining.
Well, it's a big decision at this stage of the
Hand
match.
out 7-8. Hand out 7-8. Yes. Down.
Oh.
Down. Ball was down. Down. Hand out 9-7.
Yeah, just hit the top of the tin. I mean, this is what happened in the first game. You know, those crucial times on the volley. Sherbini making the error. Oh my word. Oh my goodness me.
10-7. Game ball.
Well, that was so flat. 3 game balls for the Terminator for a 2-love lead in this final.
Down.
Not sure Sherbini was going to go and get that. She was left flat-footed at the point when Gohar hit the ball.
No let. 9-10. Game ball.
Very good decision there by Jason Foster.
Quickly, please, Miss Gohar. Thank you.
Well, we haven't seen any breaks, any use of the towel. Probably a good moment for Gohar to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be so hard on them for that. Still a game ball though for Gohar.
Stroke to
Oh, she can't
Sherbini.
cross-court.
She's got the stroke. This is unbelievable. So Sherbini's found her way back in here.
10-all. A player must win by 2 points. Each player has one.
Another heavy
review
drop.
only.
It was just the fact that Gohar didn't quite get a shot right. Well, it's a chance
Are you okay?
It's going to be a no-let, I think. Going to need the
Court
court
service,
wiped.
please. Are you both okay?
It's just the knee and the calf. Yeah.
Knee in the belly of the calf. It's the last thing she needs.
Thank you.
That is the last thing she needs, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that can really cause a problem when you bruise the muscle heavily there. Can be quite frequent in squash, the way it
11-10.
lines. Oh, my
game
goodness
ball.
me, that took an impact and a half. She's got game ball, though.
Again, immaculate technique on that drop shot in.
Down.
And she's made the error. She made the
And
error.
out. 11-all.
Favoured volleys on either side have just slightly let her down at the back end of these games.
Here's a chance as well.
No let. Player review. Sherbini on
Need
the
to
no
watch
let
this. This is worth a real watch because there is obviously the ball's over to the side, but
One, she never stops, does she, generally?
well, no,
Yeah,
no, there is a bit. with it.
Gohar's just
think
squared
this-
up and stepped in the way.
Yeah, this needs to be looked at here.
See, look
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
There's no way this is a no-let.
I think this is going to be overturned.
I mean, she just squared up, was in the way at the point when she wanted to go through.
Yes, let decision overruled. Sherbini has one review remaining. 11-all. Down.
Well, Gohar's gone for
And
it.
out.
She's made the error.
12-11. Game ball.
First time it's been Gohar's turn to make the crucial error.
Oh, it's good width. Oh, this is. Oh my word!
Down.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
she's
tinned it.
made the
Down.
error. It's
Ball
hit
was
the
down
top of the
from
tin.
ball.
It did. It was down.
13-11. Game to
She
Sherbini.
had
One
Sherbini
game
on a
all.
piece of string there, Nouran Gohar. Well, the scene is set now. It really is. It's been a quite brilliant final so far, but we really do have something special with the situation. She made the error. Sherbini was scrambling. Hugely impressive 18-minute second game. It's now one game apiece after 31 minutes.
Well, what's the second game that was between these two? Nouran Gohar, she was throwing absolutely everything at Sherbini. Sherbini responding, and actually it looked like Sherbini was rattled. She hit a few errors and it gave Gohar that lead. But then right towards the back end, there was a couple of huge rallies. Gohar had opportunities and actually missed the shots, hitting the error, and that was the difference between the two. Very little difference between either of them.
Well, next up on court, we've got these two massive titans. Ali Farag trying to catch up with Paul Cole there. What a classic final it's going to be. And they've got a lot to live up to with what's going on with the women's final at the moment.
15 seconds.
They have got a lot to live up to, haven't they?
Yeah.
The men, after what we're seeing here, and we're locked in at 1-1.
I thought Ali Farag was going to duck for the line.
Here we go. The old headband on. Just reminds me of the Karate Kid.
Is it flowing? Is it something you'll be able to continue with? Yeah.
She's got a little...
I can't see very well, but it looks fine to continue. It's not, yeah.
It's only a blood injury if it's flowing, and that's what the referee's checking with Nouran Gohar.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sensical again, isn't it? So Jason Foster again doing a very good job. He's done well so far here. I don't want to jinx him.
No.
One
There's
game
a lot of squash left here. Yeah.
Sherbini to serve. Lovell. Please start. Thank you. Lovell.
So here we have the third game coming up. Will we see a slight drop-off in tempo? I very much doubt it. The ball is a lot softer, though.
I was going to say, there'll be a drop-off in the ball.
The ball is a lot softer with the barrage of hitting that we've had from both these ladies, primarily Gohar. And you can see how short it stayed.
What was interesting in between games was the fact that Sherbini was opting to carry on walking around. She didn't choose to sit down.
No let. There's room to play the ball there. Yes.
Are we going to get a review? Gohar's stunned.
She should review it then if she's convinced by that.
It's early though.
Ooh, I think that was very, very close. Could have been dangerous.
Down.
Well, the error again from Sherbini.
3-1.
Very un-Sherbini-like.
Yeah, she's done well here, Gohar. She's really adjusted to the ball a lot better
4-1
than Sherbini. When there's an opportunity, she's making it count. Stayed very short again.
Yeah, she's also attacking short at every opportunity.
Down. 5-1.
She's rocketing away with this third game. Unrelenting stuff.
6-1. Down.
It's a lot of errors now
7-1.
from the Warrior Princess. She's certainly unsettled. I wonder if we will see a possible ask by either player for a new ball. I mean, it would, the way it's going for Gohar, and originally I would say that she would be the one that would ask for it, but because she's getting so much success with all this short work at the moment,
yeah,
why would she change that?
Stroke to
yeah, there's no way she'd want to.
Hand out 2-7.
I think that can only be a stroke. No way that Sherbini would be able to hit that ball with the position of Gohar.
Stroke to Sherbini. 3-7.
Oh. That is trademark Sherbini. That cuts across the front wall.
Yeah, it was interestingly though this time round, obviously she was a bit caught in what she was doing with the shot there, Gohar. She came in and the accuracy wasn't there, and Sherbini read it well. So here we've the response. I mean, she looked completely down and out at 7-1.
Yep. I mean, it still might be too big a lead with the form that Gohar's in and showing.
It's just a 1-2. She's really stepping up the court. I've definitely seen a slight change in her position on the tee. She's a lot higher than usual, Gohar, and it's enabling her to really jump on those volleys.
Yeah, not only is she taking up a high tee position, she's also moving forwards onto the ball. So she's up in front of that short line.
9-4. Hand out. 5-9.
4-point lead for Gohar.
Yes, let. 5-9.
Yeah.
Hand out.
Just ferocious.
10-5. Game ball.
5 game balls for a 2-1 lead, and she is in termination mode.
Down.
Yeah, she's twisting and
11-5,
turning it, making things very, very uncomfortable for Nour El Sherbini. Stepping up, Nouran Gohar, and taking full advantage of a few different changing conditions. "40 minutes for this women's final. Nouran Gohar now leads by 2-1.
Well, that was all about Nouran Gohar. She came onto the court. She knew the ball would soften down a bit. She stepped forward, so she took a really high position up the court. And then every time she could, she stepped onto the volley, moving forwards to it. So that took even more time away from Sherbini, put her under even more pressure. Really impressive from Nouran Gohar. Gohar looking calm, very businesslike. She sits there, she's been immaculate so far with the squash, and her understanding and awareness tactically there was very impressive.
Well, she's back on court first.
They will resume in 30 seconds.
Definitely feeling things in those legs. The problem you do have is when you overcompensate, the muscles get heavily fatigued because, you know, you're not sharing the weight between the two limbs.
15 seconds. Gohar leads 2-1. Gohar to serve, level.
So Nouran Gohar leading by 2-1. Nour El Sherbini not only battling with an opponent that's on the best form of her life, but also with those battered legs.
Oh. Again, they're just going at each other right from the off. First rally out of the blocks.
Down.
Oh, she's made the error. Just watching her movement there again, and it's quite strange. She's actually preferring the taped strapped leg rather than the so-called non-strapped leg. So she's obviously got a lot of discomfort in that right leg now. She's stretched out a bit there. I mean, she is
And out.
An unbelievable competitor.
1-all.
Did you notice when they had that clash where Gohar went into the knee, they just got on with it again. There was no faffing or gesticulating, they just got on with it.
No let. Player review, Gohar.
We're going for an early review here,
decision.
Gohar. Feeling strongly
No
about
comments,
this one.
please. Thank you.
I think she was saying the ball's sitting up very high, but what they're saying is there's
No,
a
it's
line
good
to the
decision.
left,
That is a very
not
good decision.
forwards. So we see the initial movement, it's up towards Sherbini, and they're saying that she should be going to the left behind
No let
Sherbini.
decision
That's
upheld.
why no
Gohar
let was
has
awarded.
no reviews remaining. 2-1.
Normally you'd be thinking that there would be finishing line nerves, especially when it's a major championship like this, but Sherbini never ever shows nerves
Stroke
at the back
to
end
Gohar.
of matches in these major
Hand out
finals. And
2-all.
Nouran Gohar has already won one British Open title as well, so expect this level and quality right the way through to the end. Oh, it's
Yes,
such a
Lex.
tough.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
think this is a let
She
ball.
would have got that.
oh, worth a review.
Yeah, I think so. She won't go for it, I don't think, because it's so early on in this game.
2-all.
Just felt like a winner.
I think she got caught out, Gohar,
Yeah.
there by the power.
I don't think she knew too much about that. gonna get a stroke.
Gohar. Yeah, the direct line was through you. 3-2.
Certainly uncomfortable out there physically now, Sherbini. What you can
Down.
expect is her to go for things.
4-2.
Oh, she's really struggling out there, Sherbini.
Gohar will sense that as well.
Yes, let.
Tape's come off. She's going to have to just tear it, I think,
4-2.
because she can't go off court, can she?
No,
She's got to tuck it off or tuck it underneath or something.
yeah, it's going to be hard to cut, isn't it? So it might be best just tucking it under.
Sherbini's taking some time. 4-2. Are you ready? Continue. Yes. 4-2. No let.
There's another good
And
attack
out.
from Sherbini.
3-4.
Every time she has an opportunity, she's throwing everything at it.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh, she didn't
this
get
is
that one.
unbelievable. This is ridiculous from the way she's tried to adapt here, Sherbini. And also the fighting spirit.
It's what she does. It's when you think you've got her, when you've cornered her, she comes out with a different tactic and just raises that level again. Takes so much to beat Sherbini.
Yes, let. Player review. Oh no, you've lost your review.
Well, Gohar couldn't remember using a review. It was early on.
Luckily, Jason did remember.
Yep.
4-all.
Being the referee.
Left side.
These slight stoppages here and there, it's definitely going to be suiting Sherbini. Just breaking up the rhythm slightly, getting a bit of a moment for herself to gather, because she's got to be so tactically on it, because those legs are running out of juice, and she's definitely been struggling for quite some time with pain levels.
Yeah. You can see again, she's going for stuff that she wouldn't have gone for earlier.
This is, oh my word, though, it's honestly like.
5-4.
The average person would have tinned 2 of those 3 shots.
It's not just that, it's you know, the way Gohar plays, other players would have been off court by now, it would have been done and dusted, and she's finding a way. And
I mean, it's a complete reversal of this
6-4.
game.
And out.
Point perfect
5-6.
from Gohar on that drop shot.
Quickly, please.
She needed that point.
Thank you.
just saw from that picture there the wincing again from Sherbini.
Down. 6-all.
Well, we're back to parity. It's 6-all in this fourth game.
Well, she had to go the long way round.
Oh. She's read it. She's read it.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Oh, she made the error. Sherbini was off into that front left-hand corner. She'd read the previous one.
7-6.
Couldn't quite deceive Gohar with the flick there.
I mean, the body is just screaming at her, but
Oh,
she's still going, still attacking.
Well, it's not just attacking, she's still moving. She's... All credit to Gohar, though. She's kept her focus and concentration. She's not wavered.
No, well, Gohar's going to keep going until mission accomplished.
Stroke to Sherbini.
Oh, she cleared. That
She's
was
used it as well. She
I
hasn't got
know,
a review.
she can't review it. It's one of the quickest,
Handout,
easy for me to
7-all.
say. Look at how quickly she gets
She's
out
gone.
of the way. Said it there. It possibly a bit of fortune on that decision for Sherbini, and she's got to utilise it.
Just be careful with this serve.
Yes, lad.
She wasn't careful with the serve. She was lucky because
It was
Gohar
sufficient
missed that
interference.
cross-court volley, Nick.
7-all.
It's amazing how, you know, it just shows the importance of the video review, and when you lose it early in a game, because it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, definitely.
Down.
Well, that is a perfect drop shot from the back of the court. She's settled,
8-7.
just cutting that ball in.
Quick note, please, Ms. Gohar, continue.
I mean, the
Please.
bandage on
That's the third
the
time
left
this
leg
game. I need you to continue.
of Sherbini is looking worse for wear
Thank
as
you.
well now.
8-7.
It's all starting to come away.
Oh, it went up. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oh my word! That's an outrageous rally. I mean, she's just got into another realm,
9-7.
Sherbini. I mean, she is, well, strangely, she's called the Warrior Princess. I wonder why. That's unbelievable.
she didn't even think this one was coming back. She'd switched off and then just switched straight back on again.
Wow. Two-point lead, not a cushion, a lead. Oh, and she's finishing so strongly
10-7.
here.
Game ball.
Honestly, I don't know how Nour El Sherbini has done this. What a player. What a player.
Finding a way, finding a way. She's got 3 game balls to take this into a 5th.
Stroke to
There
Sherbini.
it
She's
is.
got the stroke.
11-7.
She's bent
Game
over
to
double.
Sherbini. 2
She's
games
bent
all.
over double. I mean, her legs, I mean, she's got a massive impact in that right calf. The right leg's been overcompensating the whole time throughout this event. The left leg is completely strapped up to the hilt.
Slightly generous there at the back end, that stroke.
Well, in the battle of these two fantastic Egyptian ladies, 56 minutes, it's now 2 games all. Well, there's no... you can see the physio just working on the legs there and redoing that strapping.
I mean, that was incredible from Nour El Sherbini. We saw she was distressed. Gohar sensed it, and Gohar took a brilliant lead. And then Sherbini started throwing absolutely everything at her. She was hitting shots and taking the attack to her opponent, always looking for that follow-up. And somehow, even with the physical distress, she came through and won that game. I just love that response, Joey. The way that she was down and out, seemingly, with Gohar playing immaculate squash. And she just switched it up and went for a slightly different tactic,
It's just ridiculous.
slightly different angle.
It's just ridiculous.
and
It's
just
it's
kept going.
unbelievable
They will resume
what
in
she's
30
doing, because her
seconds.
opponent is in the best form of her life, and she is so fantastic as well. That you see Dr. Allam, who's looking very, very smart in the middle. He's been watching every day throughout
15
this
seconds.
week. brother, Gamal Allam, professional player back in the day, through the 60s and 70s.
Two games all. Sherbini to serve.
Well, these ladies have surpassed everything that we could expect from this women's final. It has gone
Please, Ms. Gohar.
back and
You
forth,
should have
back and
done that
forth.
during the break.
I think just let her do her shoelaces up. I mean,
Level.
what we've had so far has just been unreal. And we're into the 5th and final game of this Ladies British Open. And Sherbini gets the first
One
point
love.
with a lovely service. The simplest way, but the most effective, making it count. Is she going to go into the mode of making every shot count, like we saw yesterday in the semi?
I think she's 100% going to go into that mode,
Yes,
and
let's.
it's going to be
One
whether
love.
Gohar's got the quality and the reserves left to match that. Well, here we go. Sherbini's taking control. She's taking control. It's what Sherbini does.
2 love.
The quality of the shots. Gohar can only dig the ball out, and it leaves you vulnerable and scrambling.
No let.
That's unbelievable. I mean,
love.
I just can't get my head around this.
No, I can't either. I don't know how we're here commentating on a 5th game, let alone how Sherbini is 3-love up in that 5th.
Well, she's taken complete control of the pace here. She's taken any tempo out of this, and she's dictating the play. Gohar has got to try to get her line and length, get in front of Sherbini and put the pressure on. But if she doesn't get her line and length, and she's not accurate to the back of the court to start with, she's going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, my word. Ouch.
Oh, that's big.
Oh,
Court service, please. Are you okay, Ms. Sherbini?
I bet she just gets up, you know.
Yeah. It's quite a heavy
Court
fall.
service.
It was a very heavy fall.
See there, just off balance, going through and then trying to clear.
She's in the wars. She really is in the wars. She's stretched out to get that.
Thank you. Two, 3.
Oh, it's desperately trying to get out of the way of the
Yeah.
swing of Gohar.
Again, though, it's breaking the rhythm of Gohar. It's picking exactly the right shot at the right time.
I mean, Nour El Sherbini is going to have to, when she does go back to Egypt, she's just going to have to wrap herself in a whole big bag of ice.
I know. I know. Battle-scarred and battle-hardened warrior. That's double bounce. Is the perfect drop shot again.
Well, the ball,
5-2.
the other side of the coin now that Sherbini's playing these short shot rallies is that it is so soft. We haven't had a change of ball for this women's final. And she's not missing anything. She was missing her volley drops at crucial times, and she's not missing it here. Gohar's desperately trying to get Sherbini away from the tee area.
Oh, unbelievable. It's immaculate squash. I mean, everything, the subtlety of the boast, it's just breaking the rhythm and ripping the heart out of Gohar's resolve and what she's got left here.
It's like she's come back on the battlefield with a chariot, ready for the next phase.
Thank you.
Yeah, conceded by
Thank you.
Gohar. Sherbini's running away with this. Sherbini's in the interview. Michael's going to have to
7-2.
try and hold her up somehow. I mean, I think she's going to win this.
It's a huge lead now.
No no-let. You were through to play the ball there. Player
going for
review,
review.
Sherbini on the no-let decision.
Well, I don't think that's a no-let.
Well, this will show us. Well, Jason Foster feeling that there's space up in front to go round to go get this.
Yes,
right.
decision overall.
It's waiting for you to
has
make
one
your point there.
review remaining from the left.
I was just explaining
7-2.
the line of thinking of the referee.
I think that's the right decision, though.
Well, when the ball's this soft, you cannot give Sherbini time and space.
Well, she's completely taken any type of rhythm out of this, and you just can't get in front of her. Gohar's just behind her. Oh,
Well,
9-2.
it's going to be done and dusted. I mean, honestly, Gohar's just wondering what she has to do to win a match like this, I think.
8 championship
10-2.
balls for Nour El
Championship
Sherbini,
ball.
the current world champion and world #1. Looking for another British Open title. She's got it. Oh my
11-2,
goodness me,
back to
what that
Sherbini.
is.
3 games to 2.
That is unbelievable. It's
9-11.
unbelievable from
13-11.
Nour El Sherbini. I mean, she could
5-11.
barely stand up.
11-7.
Well, she can't stand
This
up.
is, oh my word, I've never seen anything like it, honestly. Her legs have been completely battered and bruised, and she's found a way, and she found a way, and she took that 5th game 11-2. I mean, look at the stretch that she did at that moment. I mean, the adrenaline must be the biggest anaesthetic for her. Well, Nouran Gohar at times, I mean, she was playing some of the best squash of her career, I feel, Nouran Gohar. And Sherbini still found a way.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the form of her life, Nouran Gohar. She's coming at Sherbini. She looked like she had her on the brink, and it was just perfect response.
Well, she is down at courtside. I'm not sure if she's standing up yet, but we're going to hear from the British Open champion. And Michael.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a final. We're just looking back there at some of the match highlights. Let's hear it for both players, Nouran Gohar and Nour El Sherbini. So, Nour, feeling a little tired after that final?
Very little.
Just a little bit. I guess just your reaction at the end of it shows us all what you've put your body through this whole season, not just during this British Open. How do you assess your own performance there in the final? You really had to work very hard for it.
Yeah, it's really hard right now to describe it, but I'm really glad that I sneaked the last game at the end. It's you know, Nouran is very fit and on form actually, and she's very strong. And I was really struggling the whole match, and I just wanted to keep going, keep pushing every point. I was out. Almost I was gonna be too low down. I don't know what will happen, and I didn't expect the last game would be that quick. But I felt myself going point after point. I didn't want to stop. It's working now, so just keep going, and yeah, it's undescribable feeling right now.
And then that ball looked as though it was getting softer and softer as the match went on, neither of you choosing to take the ball at the end of the third. Do you think that benefited you in that final?
Maybe, yeah. Like at the end of the fourth, actually, like we were head-to-head until like I think 7-all, 8-all, and like I just won like 4 or 5 points after each other. And I just tried to relax a little bit to make my shots come, because I thought I did a lot on unforced errors. So just wanted to get my shots back, be more confident, and relaxed. I think I relaxed a little bit, so that's why I kept trying to play my shots and go for them even if they go down.
Yeah, we're going to chat to you a little bit more at the trophy ceremony as well, when you get to lift the trophy. A third-time winner, though, here at the British Open. How does that feel?
Definitely, it's amazing. Yeah, the British Open is a title that every player would love to win. So, and competing in the British Open straight after the World Championship is very tough for me mentally. But yeah, I just wanted to keep the same form I was on in the British Open. But it was very hard for me because I was struggling a lot. But yeah, I'm here right now. I'm really glad and grateful that I'm really standing here and chatting with you right now.
And congratulations, you are the winner of the British Open in 2021. Nour El Sherbini.
Thank you.
Well done, well done.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
And
you can hear the applause. 65 minutes, Nour El Sherbini taking the title, 3 games to 2. I'm just so surprised that she can still walk out of the venue here. She's going to be going straight to the physio, that's for sure, Parky. I mean, you were renowned for being a great fighter on the court and very, very gutsy, but I don't think I've seen anything really like that, particularly in the women's game. That was unbelievable.
It really was, Joey, and yeah, I don't think I've ever done anything like that. It was just such an achievement. I mean, she's achieved so much in the game already, but I think you and I and Lee were just so impressed with the way that she came through, obviously injured and hurting. And just the determination that she's got to win a tournament is second to none.
She is a born winner, but she doesn't have to put the hard yards in. I mean, the adaptability, and Gohar threw everything at her, everything.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot, don't we, about the fact that she's sublime with the racket skills, with the way she plays her squash, but that was a warrior's performance. That was her going right to the well and coming out through the other side.